Every fall brings new faces to the Virginia men's lacrosse team. It's a time for young players to prove their mettle on the practice field and earn playing time for one of the sport's most storied programs. This year, the Cavalier coaching staff has a new addition, but this face bears a striking resemblance to a familiar one. Joe Starsia is the son of UVA head coach Joe Starsia, and he begins his first season as a member of the Cavalier staff. But before he could return to his childhood home, the younger Starsia had to blaze his own trail in the sport his father has impacted so greatly.
I really wanted to sort of get on my own 2 feet and sort of establish myself a little bit in the coaching world before I would think about coming here to UVA, and so that process took some time for me.
He was very determined to be kind of following his own path and doing it on his own merits, and I think at the end of the day, I think we're both better served by his having done that.
Klockner Stadium served as the setting for the lacrosse education of Joe. He had a front row seat as the Cavaliers established a winning tradition that continues today.
I certainly spent a lot of time at Klockner as a kid. I spent a lot of time actually as a kid as a ball boy on Klockner, you know, standing on the end lines there and probably not paying a lot of attention to the game. He used to tell me all the time, you know, that I shouldn't feel pressured to play lacrosse if I didn't want to, you know. But I love the game from a young age, and coming up it was always really fun for me to spend time here, spend time around the team, you know, go to practice when I was younger. I always really enjoyed that part of it.
Joe's a really bright guy, and he's always had a very independent streak, and you know, sort of went off on his own to Lynchburg College to go to school, and stayed and coached there and got his master's there, and went on with Dave Webster at Dickinson and Mike Murphy up at Colgate, and again, these were decisions that he mostly made on his own. I can't recall that he ever called me and asked me for help in terms of doing these kind of things.
After coaching and experiencing success at 3 different schools, Joe felt he was ready for the next step. And when a job opened on the Virginia coaching staff, it appeared the timing was right. In the end, the opportunity was simply too good to pass up. And now the 30-year-old returns to Charlottesville, where his parents and 2 sisters, Maggie and Emma, are glad to welcome him home.
He went away as my son to start his coaching career and comes back as a colleague. And he's done a really nice job on the field. I think he's been very well received by the players, and it's been a smooth transition for us.
When the Cavaliers take the field in February, the setting will be a familiar one for Joe, but the feeling will certainly be a new one.
It is, to me, without question, the best environment in college lacrosse to play a game, and so I think it'll be really fun the first time, yeah, absolutely.